Hello, good evening. Welcome to Kundalini Yoga. My yoga name is Akasha Kirtikar, and I'm very happy to be here with you tonight. It has been a crazy week, another one. They just keep coming, don't they? So thank you for taking the time to take care of yourself and to be here with me tonight. For tonight's practice, we are going to focus on the immune system. And the immune system is just so important for us feeling okay in general, but also to give us the strength to keep going and to keep feeling good and be able to handle all of the stress that comes our way. So we'll do several different kriyas tonight on the immune system. We'll do a short warm-up that targets the immune system, then we'll do 2 separate kriyas or sets of exercises that will target the immune system. We'll do a rest, and then at the end of the practice for our meditation, we'll do a meditation that's this really beautiful meditation for our hearts and to help the protective field around our hearts. So that's the plan for tonight. Go ahead and find a nice tall seat. And rub your hands together. Press your thumbs into your sternum, lift up through your chest. Let your eyes close and just start to notice your breath for a moment. Just going to make a minor adjustment to the camera. So do some deep inhales, exhaling with an audible sigh. And even just this simple act of exhaling with a sigh signals to your parasympathetic nervous system that it's time to relax, that it's time to let go of all of those stress hormones that may be coursing through your body, and to move into that rest and digest mode. So as you continue to deeply inhale and exhale with a sigh, just do a little check-in and notice how you're feeling tonight and where you're feeling that, welcoming whatever you find. And then let's get ready to tune in, this mantra that helps connect us to who we are. Saying, I bow to this greatness inside of me. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. We'll do it 3 times, followed by the Mangala charm. Inhale, eyes come to the third eye, the space between the eyebrows. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Agare Name, Jugagare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale and suspend the breath. Exhale, release. Go ahead and lower the arms and let the eyes open. Okay, so for our first little bit today, it's a breathing warm-up that, like I said, targets your immune system. So this particular one is looking at the right hemisphere of your brain. So the right hemisphere of your brain and your left nostril and the left, what we call ida, are connected. And one of the things that the yogis talk about as causing problems with your immune system, feeling strong and healthy, is that we tend to store negative emotion in the right hemisphere of the brain, and that when we do this particular activity, we are activating that side of the brain and clearing out that emotion. So we're clearing out blocks. We're also just tapping into this sun energy and to this powerful breath of fire, this very cleansing breath. So for this one, you'll take your left arm and bring it to a 90-degree angle, kind of like you're saying an oath. Then put your ring finger and your thumb together for Surya Mudra. Your right hand will curl into a fist. The fingertips come into the palm. Thumb curls over, extend your index finger. This index finger will close your right nostril. So you'll be breathing just through your left nostril and doing breath of fire. So this is rapid inhales and exhales through that left nostril powered by the belly. So through both nostrils, it sounds like this. Equal inhale and exhale. And it's very important here that your navel point is moving in every time you're exhaling. Comes out on the inhale. And if you're new to breath of fire, you may find yourself not being able to go quite the same speed that I do, and you need to go a little bit slower. That's okay. So go ahead and bring that left arm up, ring finger and thumb touch, extend it out here. Block your right nostril with your right finger, and then breath of fire through the left nostril. Eyes close and come up to the brow point to activate the pituitary gland. Just get my timer ready. Okay, go ahead and begin. Rapid inhales and exhales. Keep going. I just forgot to mention here, really good idea to cover your head on this one if it's not already. It can give you a little bit of a headache if you don't cover your head. Keep moving your navel point. Minute and a half left to go here. Keep up. Keep going. Whenever we touch this ring finger, we're using this ring finger that's tied to our physicality, our physical health, when we use this mudra. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Bring the hands together in front of the chest. As you're holding the breath, pull through the hands. Hands are just down in front of the thymus, in front of the chest, just below the throat. Exhale. Inhale. Do that again. Suspend the breath. Squeeze, pull. Exhale. Again, inhale. Pull. Exhale. Again, inhale. Pull. This time, in a moment when we exhale, you're going to curl your lips up. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Curl it back onto the roof of your mouth to exhale. And exhale. Go ahead and let your hands come down. Relax for a moment and notice the way that you feel. Okay, this next part we're going to move into is Kriya for disease resistance. So that was our little warm-up breath work, and now we'll move into the exercises for this one. So this one is really good for helping you avoid colds and illness, and primarily through working on the digestive system. So digestion and elimination play a key role in helping us stay healthy and helping prevent us from getting sick. So for this first one, you'll come into rock pose. That just means sitting on your knees. And if this is not comfortable for your knees, you can always sit on a cushion in between your body and your legs here. Your arms will come up, palms are together, like this. And you're trying to get the arms straight, which can be a little bit tricky, but just try to rotate those armpits in toward one another. Bring them together the best that you can. Sorry, that might pinch my microphone. I'll put them down for now. Then what you'll do is you'll inhale, suspend the breath, and while the breath is held, you'll pump your stomach as many times as you can. So you're just pulling the stomach in and out, pump, 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 pump the stomach. And then when you need to, go ahead and exhale, and then do it again. Inhale, suspend the breath, pump the stomach, and then exhale. So let's go ahead and begin. What we're doing here is stimulating the digestive system and as well as that third chakra. So inhale. Finish the one you're on. Let your hands come down. Notice how you feel. Might start to feel a little bit of fire in the belly. Okay, now staying in rock pose and coming into bear grip. So for bear grip, you bring your left hand out, palm faces forward, thumb is down. Right hand comes forward, and then you'll just sort of slide those fingers until they lock into place. So this will come in front of the thymus again, in front of the heart area, just below the throat. You'll inhale, suspend the breath, and pull. So this is similar to what we did at the end of the breath pattern that we did a moment ago. Okay, so we're stimulating the thymus gland and opening the heart. Ready, begin. Inhale, hold the breath, pull, 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 pull through the arms. And then when you have to, go ahead and exhale. Powerful exhale, inhale. Suspend the breath and do it again. We're going to be here for 1 minute. So we're waking up this thymus gland that plays a role in our immune system. Keep up about 15 more seconds. Good. Inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, release. Notice how you feel. Okay, we're going to stay in rock pose one more time. Feel free to shift out of this if you ever need to. You can even move into easy pose with your legs crossed. You'll put your hands in Venus lock behind the neck. That means if you have or identify with male energy, it's right thumb over left, female energy, left thumb over right. And that will come underneath any hair or anything that you have back here right onto the neck. You'll inhale. And then as you exhale, you'll bend forward, bringing your forehead to the floor. And then inhale back up. If you have a block or a pillow or something handy, you can also set this on the ground to bring the ground a little bit closer to you as you do these bends. So this is going to be working on a couple of things. Anytime you do this bowing sort of motion, it activates your pituitary gland, your master gland in your body. This is also going to help with spinal flexibility and digestion. Okay, let me get my timer going and go ahead and begin. Inhale up, exhale, bend forward, forehead to the floor or an object. Powerful breath up and down. Inhale up, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock, and exhale, release, relax for a moment, and notice the way you feel. Now moving with the legs straight out in front of you. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, up through the spine, and then bend from your waist. So the head doesn't lead, the waist leads here. Then find where you can reach. So maybe you can grasp the toes, wrapping the first 2 fingers around the big toe and pressing the thumb into the big toenail. Or maybe you need to grasp ankles or calves or even knees, trying to keep the legs a little bit straight or as much straight as you can. Then once you bend down into this position, it'll just be normal breathing for a minute here. Okay, go ahead and begin. What we're doing is we're moving the glandular secretions that came up from the previous exercises, and those are going to start circulating throughout the body now. Chin is slightly tucked in and back. Inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, maybe come down a little bit farther. Squeeze root lock with empty. And inhale, release that, come on up. Pausing for a moment to observe. Okay. Coming into easy pose now. Crossing the legs in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall. And just some very gentle neck rolls. So if your neck is feeling sensitive, make sure that you just do small rolls with the top of your head. If your neck is feeling a little more loose and open today, you can imagine drawing larger circles with the tip of your nose. Just moving in one direction for a minute, and then we'll reverse directions. Go ahead and begin. We're now bringing all that circulation up into the brain and up into all of those higher glands. So the thyroid, the parathyroid, the pineal gland, and the pituitary gland. And there's no reason to hurry here. Just take it nice and easy. Go at a pace that feels good. Maybe inhaling as your head moves back and exhaling as your chin comes forward. And just invite a nice loosening up here, a softening. And next time your chin comes forward, pause for a moment and then take your head to the left or the opposite direction. Really be present with the sensations that you feel in your neck. Notice the flow of your breath with the movement. With most of Kundalini, exercises always start out working on the lower chakras and then move their way up to the higher ones. So we always start with establishing that foundation, which we did by sitting in rock pose, and then we move up now to working on these higher chakras and higher glands. And come center, inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze your root lock. Exhale, release, relax for a moment with your eyes closed and notice. Okay, moving now into cat-cow. Coming onto hands and knees, perhaps cushioning the knees if they're sensitive at all. Hands are right below shoulders. You'll inhale As you lift the head, drop the belly. Exhale as you tuck the chin, curl the spine, curl the tailbone under. We tend to do this a little bit faster in Kundalini Yoga than in other practices. So once your spine feels warm, you can increase the speed if you would like to, or feel free to keep it slow if that's what feels best for you. Inhaling as you drop the belly, exhaling as you round. Stimulating all the nerves and the vertebra. Starting to transform energy from the lower chakras. Inhale, suspend the breath, squeeze root lock. Exhale, curl the spine. Suspend the breath, squeeze. And inhale, release. Now this kriya has a built-in rest, so even though this isn't our official shavasana, go ahead and lie down on your back, palms face up toward the ceiling. And it's just a few minutes of rest here. So this rest allows your body to assimilate and incorporate all the different energy that we've stirred up. And rest is critically important when we're talking about the health of our immune system. Real rest, real relaxation. The invitation here is just to follow your breath for this few minutes. Follow the flow of your breath. And when you notice that you're thinking about something else, just bring your mind back to observing that flow. soften, just let go. Notice if you're holding yourself up off the ground. Okay. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to deepen your breath. Bringing yourself back to a seated position, maybe rocking and rolling on the spine to come up. And then coming onto hands and knees in preparation for triangle pose, or down dog is what it's typically called. Putting your knees under your hips, wrists under shoulders. You'll turn your toes underneath, press up through the palms of your hands. I'm going to start our timer here. And then as you're first here, maybe you're moving your heels up and down, pressing your palms into the floor, index finger points forward to the front of your mat, pressing your heart towards the front of your thighs. We're going to be here for several minutes. So feel free, if this starts to become too much, you can come into puppy pose, where you lower the knees to the ground, walk the hands out in front of you, okay. Or you can rest and then just rejoin us whenever you feel ready, imagining yourself doing the posture while you are resting. This is really good for the nervous system, strengthening your nervous system. It's good for digestion, and it also helps to relax all of the major muscle groups in your body. Let your breath be long and full here. If it starts to be too much on your wrists, you can also come down into dolphin pose, which is on your forearms, to give your wrists a little bit of a break. Your legs and feet here are very active. So equal weight on hands and feet. You're halfway there. Doing great. Hang in there. Press up through the backs of the legs, all the way up to the sit bones. You're trying to take the crease out of your wrist by pressing. Press all the way through. All of your fingertips are pressing into the mat. Fingers are spread. Keep up. You're in your last 1 minute here. You can inhale Sat, exhale Nam. If you need to rest, feel free to come down, take a rest. Just visualize yourself doing the posture. "25 seconds. Inhale, exhale, lower the knees, and come on down and just rest for a moment. Maybe circling your hands on your wrists, shaking out through your shoulders and arms. Okay, last pose in this particular kriya is elephant walk, and it's a strange one. So you come standing, and then you'll grasp your ankles, or if that doesn't work, you can grasp your shins here, or even maybe just below your knees. And then you'll keep your legs straight, keep your knees straight, and walk. So this very awkward kind of walk. We'll just be here for 1 minute. Go ahead and begin. You can just sort of walk around your mat and just have fun, be playful, pretend like you're a little kid pretending to be an elephant. We're also in this kriya working on our metabolic balance, which is another component to having a healthy immune system. Keep going. About 25 more seconds here. Okay, back to home base. Inhale, exhale, release, and come on down into a seated position. Just notice the way you feel after that little part. Nice deep breath. Okay, now we're moving into the next little series of exercises. This one is called Disease Resistance and Heart Helper. So this first one, we're going to work on the first chakra, helps with elimination, again, which plays a key role. So we're just tuning into that root. So really feel yourself rooted down through your sit bones. Let the length of your spine come from those rooted sit bones. Interlace your fingers and let your thumbs touch, and just let your hands rest in your lap. Here we'll just do a couple of minutes of chanting. This particular chant is God and me and God are one. And God, when we're talking about God in a Kundalini sense, we're talking about the infinite, this wise part that is in all of us. It's that part that we bow to at the beginning of every Kundalini practice. So go ahead and chant with me. Let's get my timer started. And as we do this, engage Mulban. So engage your root lock by pulling up through the pelvic floor, anus, sex organs. And each time you chant, pull that a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter, a little bit tighter. God and me and God are one. Pull Mulban. God and me and God are one. Pull it a little tighter. God and me and God are one. Keep going. God and me and God are one. 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 Inhale. Squeeze even tighter through Mulban. Tight, tight, tight. Hold. And exhale, release. Now moving into some work with the third chakra. Hands will come into Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb touch. Other 3 fingers are extended, elbows are straight, hands rest on your knees. You'll inhale and exhale, and as you exhale, try to keep that rib cage lifted and open. So you'll exhale slowly. When the air is completely out, you're going to hold empty and pump the stomach. Okay, this pumping action again. Whenever you need to, inhale and repeat. Get our timer ready. This also helps build nerve strength. So inhale, exhale, keeping the rib cage lifted. When you're all the way empty, hold empty, begin pumping your stomach as many times as you can for as long as you can, and then inhale when you need to. Keep going, you're doing great. Just a little over a minute left. Last round. When you finish that round, relax the breath. Observe how you feel. Okay, now you'll stay in easy pose. I'm just making my way around so that you can see this. Your left arm will come behind your torso. Left hand is trying to come up by the right shoulder. Palm faces away from the back. So whatever your variation of this looks like is fine. Your right arm will just stay out here in Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb touching, resting on your knee. From this position, you'll inhale, exhale, and then just hold empty as long as possible. Just hold the breath empty while you squeeze Mulban, squeeze your root lock. And then whenever you need to, you'll inhale and repeat. Okay, so go ahead and begin. Inhaling, exhaling all the way out. Squeeze Mulban, hold empty as long as possible. Whenever you need to inhale, go ahead and do that and just repeat. Really good for developing lung capacity as well as building your immune system. Less than a minute to go. Last round. Whenever you finish that round, release the arms. Close your eyes and just meditate for a few minutes on the flow of your breath. Feel your radiance, feel your light. Notice your breath. You can have your hands in Gyan Mudra or rested on top of one another in your lap, any comfortable position. Keep bringing your attention back to the flow of your breath. Imagine yourself radiating. Okay, inhale, exhale. Good. Make your way onto your back for Shavasana. So placing something over your belly, letting your hands be up toward the ceiling, eyes closed. Just relax and sleep. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll your hands on your wrists and roll your feet on your ankles. Inhale as you stretch the arms up and back, behind you, lengthening your spine. Open and stretch your arms out to the sides. Then bring your right knee into your chest and draw it across the left side of your body for a twist. Then bringing the left knee into your body and across the right side for a twist in the opposite direction. Rub the palms of your hands together and rub the soles of your feet together vigorously to create warmth. Grasp the front of your legs and rock and roll several times on your spine, at least 3 times, and then come to a seated position. Find a nice tall seat for the meditation. This meditation is called Compassion Kriya. And it helps promote higher levels of consciousness. It peels back and opens up all the layers of the heart. It also helps the protective field around the heart. The mudra looks like this. The Saturn finger, your middle finger, crosses over your index finger, the Jupiter finger. Okay, patience and wisdom. And then your thumb comes across your palm and touches the space just below the pinky finger, on the mound of the pinky. Okay, so here's the mudra. This is activating the pericardium and other heart meridians here. The hands will come down on the knees and then up across the chest and back down to the knees. This will be with music called Rake Rakanahar, which you can listen to. It will be each section. We'll bring it up for the section and then down for the next section. Then at the end, you'll hold it. So watch me for the first one, and I'll show you how to do this. Just get the music going here. Sorry, slight technical difficulty. Just go ahead and breathe here in this pose. Notice how even just moving into the mudra feels. Okay, we'll just do it without the music because I'm having some problems. And feel free to sing this mudra, or maybe you just listen to it if you don't know it just yet. The mudra means the infinite is looking out for us, helping us, remembering us, guiding us. And when we remember that, we feel peaceful and comfortable and happy, and all of our pain departs. Rake rakanahare apuparian. Hands come down. Kuriki peri pae kajasavarian. Ho apade alaman ho navasarian. Sakatanin kadung kavajalatarian. Sakatanin dekadishtikin mahabadarian. Simarata sukheho sagala dukke jai. Simarata sukheho sagala dukke jai. Simarata sukheho sagala dukke jai. And then we'll touch down and come back up. I definitely need music. I'm going to try one more time. I think I can get a different one to play, just not the one that I wanted to play. I do know the words, but you know, when you're on the spot like that, it doesn't quite work out the way you want it to. And when Yogi Bhajan did this, he did right hand over left, but it doesn't specify in the Kriya which way to do that. So whichever way you prefer is just fine. Just have a long introduction with this music here. Parian Gurki Peri Pae Kaja Savarian Ho Apade Alaman Ho Navisarian Sakatanin Gatinga Kavajalatarian Sakatanin Dakadishtakin Mahabhajarian. Just as Sahib keep take a manakamanamai. Just as Simarata Sukheho Sagala Dukke Jai. And this is the one that stays. Just as Simarata Sukheho Sagala Dukke Jai. Touch down and come back. Kerakanahare apuparian Kuriki peri pae kajasavarian Ho apade alaman ho navisarian Sajkajananga sangha bhava jalatarian Sakataninda Kadishtakin Mahabhajarian. Just as Sahib keep take a manakamanamai. Just as Simarata Sukheho Sagala Dukke Jai. Stay. Just as Simarata Sukheho Sagala Dukke Jai. Down and then back up. Kerakanahare apuparian Guriki peri pae kajasavarian Ho apade alaman ho navisarian Sakatananda Gatange Pavajalatarian Sakataninda Kadishtakin Mahabhajarian. Just as you keep take a manakamanamai. Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya. Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya. Kerakana Hare Apupariyan Guraki Peri Pae Kajasavariyan Ho Apajaya Lamanho Navasariyan Sakajananga Sange Bhavajalatariyan Sakadananda Kadushtakin Mahabhatariyan Just a Sahib keep take a Manakamane Mai Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya. Kerakana Hare Apupariyan Guraki Peri Pae Kajasavariyan Ho Apajaya Lamanho Navasariyan Sakatananga Sangha Bhavajalatariyan Sakadananda Kadushtakin Mahabhatariyan Just a Sahib keep take a Manakamane Mai Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya Just a Samarata Sukha Ho Sakala Dukkha Jaya. Just breathe here for a moment. Inhale, exhale, release the hands, notice how you feel. Okay. Rubbing your hands together, placing your hands at your heart. Well, let's close with the long time sun song. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Sat Nam. you be well, may you be healthy, may you be happy, may your heart be open and free. Sat Nam. Thank you.